Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, we will be actually seeing a real-time example how to use for loop and if and else condition. So you must be wondering why to learn loops, why to learn if and else, what is the use of for loop and if and else in the real time, like how it is being used, right? So I'll take a small example and I'll try to tell you guys how the whole thing works in the real time. Okay, so the example which I am taking right now would be related to books. Okay, so a basic example, like I'm sure every one of you has books in your house. So this example would be, we have some books and we have to arrange those books in our bookshelf. Okay, and for that we will be using for loop and some conditions. We will be using if and else. Okay, so before getting started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new to get the latest updates, and stay tuned till the end of the video so that you will be able to see what exactly the output looks like, and don't forget to hit the like button at the end. So let's get started. So first of all, since it's related to books, first I have to make sure that I count how many books are there. Okay, so I'll first analyze or maybe like initialize a variable, okay, which will count the books. Okay, so let's say I take a variable count and I initialize it to 0. Okay, now my next step would be, I have to add the books into the bookshelf, right? So adding books to bookshelf. Okay, so let's say I want to add 5 books in my bookshelf. Okay, so I have to add 5 books. For that I have to use a for. So for I in range, okay, and then 5 colon, okay, and then I'll increase the count value, that is count equal to +1. Fine. So what's the function over here? What it is doing actually? So I value will be 1. Okay. So there is 1 book in the shelf. Then again the count value will be increased to 2. Then the second book will go into the shelf. Then the third, then the fourth, and then the fifth one. Okay. So now we have done with adding of the books into the bookshelf. What would be our next task? So our next task would be, we have to display the count of books, right? So display. So for that, what you have to do for displaying, you have to use the print function in the Python, and then suppose I write you have, and then comma, maybe count. Okay, let's say like fine. This is what I wrote inside the print function. This will actually print whatever value the counter variable has. Okay, so how many books are there, that will get printed. Okay, now what we have to do is, now we have 5 books in our shelf, and then those 5 books count is also being printed. Now we have to actually make decisions on our bookshelf, right? So at that point of time, the if and else condition will come up. So our next task would be make decisions, right? So how to make decisions? So if my count of the books is less than 10, okay, so if it is less than 10, then what I have to do, I have to print, like let's say you need to buy more books. Okay, so if the count value is less than 10, then you need to buy more books. Okay, next part would be my else if part, or like else part. Okay, so else part would be, if the collection value is greater than 10, then you don't have to buy any books, so you can directly print your collection is. Okay, that's it. Fine. Now since I have these two as my decisions, like I'm checking if I have 5 books and it is less than 10, so I need to buy more books, and if it is no greater than 10, then my collection is fine. What if I just have to add more books? Okay, so I have to take the condition of adding more books as well. Okay, so adding more books, what you have to do, suppose I have to add 7 more books to my shelf. Okay, so I'll just write a for loop for that. So for I in range and then 7, okay, and then colon, and inside that I will write count plus equal to 1, okay, and then I'll just print count. Okay, so in this particular step, what I did, I just added 7 more books to my shelf. Okay, and now I'll make some decisions as well. So some more decisions. So what are those decisions would be? So decisions would be like, I'll check if count is greater than equal to 20. Okay, if the count is greater than equal to 20, then print good collection, let's say. Okay, and if I move on to the next line, so if I'll use the else if now, if the count is greater than equal to 10, okay, so if the count is greater than equal to 10, then you have to just print my shelf is full, right? So I can write shelf is full. I cannot add any more books. Okay, else I'll just write great work with books. Okay, so this is the whole program. It will look like if you want to arrange your shelf with books, so you had initially 5 books and then you added those books into the shelf you did using the for loop, okay, in the real time example, and then you wanted to add 7 more books, so you took another for loop, and then with the help of if and else condition you added those 7 books as well into the shelf, right? So here let us try to run this particular code and let's see if we get any error, and then try to fix it and then try to check the output. Okay, so our error, first of all, the error is on the line number 16, unit does not match with that mentioned level. Okay, so now let's again we try to run it. So if count is greater than equal to 20, okay, so now let's run it. So now if you see carefully, so those error which I fixed right now, it was just a basic, very basic, like the space error. Okay, so now if you see the output over here, the first output says 5. So how 5? So here if you just scroll up and check, like it says the first print statement, that is a display statement, is the number of books in the shelf, so that is 5. Okay, now I'm checking my condition. If the count is less than 10, that means right now my value is 5, right? So I'm checking the condition. If it is less than 10, I want to buy more books. So I have to buy more books. So I went ahead and bought more books, and then I bought 7 books, and then again I added 7 books to my shelf. So for that, I've used the for loop again, right? So now again, if you print the count statement, it will give you 12 because 7 plus 5 is 12, right? And next, if I go ahead and check the condition, like whether my count is greater than 20, then it's a good collection. Else if my count is greater than equal to 10, then my shelf is full. So now that my shelf is full, I don't have to add more books. So this was a real-time example, like how you can, use the for loop and if and else condition in a real life, and you can actually analyze it, and you can actually make bigger projects with this real-time example. Okay, so that's it for this particular video. Hope you like this video. So if you like it, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and do comment if you need any other information on any coding perspective. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. So that's it for this video. Let's meet up on our next video with a new topic. Thank you so much guys for watching.